Hi, welcome to Sharon's Safe Haven. I'm Sharon Taylor, your Norwex independent consultant, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. But we're going to talk about 4 struggles when you're switching to using all Norwex. It's a learning process, and it's a learning process for the entire family, and sometimes it just doesn't go smoothly. So our first problem that I'm going to talk about is disbelief and skepticism. So my Norwex journey started last year when my friend at work came up to me and I was telling her, how I make my own laundry soap because I want to reduce chemicals, and I'm making my own window cleaners and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, hey, have you ever heard about Norwex? And I said, nope. And she's like, well, I'm a consultant. And so she goes on to her whole spiel where you can clean your house with just a microfiber cloth and water, and it removes 99% of bacteria. And I said, okay, no thanks, I'll just use what I'm doing. And she's like, okay, that's fine. But then she says, I'm having a party, would you like to come? I'm like, okay, sure. I wanted to be nice and support her. I love people who are entrepreneurial. And so I went to her party, and I did not buy any microfiber cloth. I bought a toilet brush, but I love the toilet brush. And so then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get 2 more toilet brushes, 1 for every bathroom. And then I bought a couple more things. I can't even remember what I bought now. It's been so long ago. But I bought 2 more things that were not cloths that they were selling. And I love those. I'm like, oh, that's so good. But this cloth idea of not using any chemicals, it wasn't sitting well with me. So I was very skeptical. I was not a believer. And finally one day she's like, this is the second time you bought something, but you're not buying our cloths, which is what we're really known for. It's what we specialize in. And I'm like, okay. So she gave me my first Enviro cloth and my first window cloth. And she's like, try it. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, these things are awesome when I use them to clean my mirrors and our countertops and dusting. And I tried it on everything. And it was awesome. So skepticism and disbelief is hard, and it's hard in families because they don't believe it either. Because what we had worked for us at the time. We thought it was good. We thought it was healthier. We were fine with that. But it's hard to get past skepticism until you actually use the product. And another problem with the skepticism part is that I had to train my family of what they thought clean actually was. Because when you use Pine Sol or a liquid cleaner, any of those brands out there, nothing against Pine Sol, but we used that and it smelled really good. Like my grandma always used Spick and Span, and that smelled really good, we thought. And so we're used to the smell of clean. And the smell of clean in our laundry was, perfumed detergent and perfumed fabric softener. And so that was our smell of clean. Now, convincing the family that the smell of nothing is clean was kind of hard because we all were used to our what we thought was our clean smells. And speaking of skeptics, my oldest daughter, when we got all the Norwex stuff and I had everybody trained and in service on how to use these products, she would not even try them. She's like, nope, not going to do that. But then just this past weekend, she came to me and said, Mom, I couldn't find any cleaners, so I had to use the Norwex under the bathroom sink, the bathroom cleaner. She said, I use it on the toilet and the bathtub. You got to come see it. She pulls me upstairs in the bathroom. She's like, look how clean it is. And we made a believer out of her finally after 10 months of trying to get her to try our products. And now she loves the bathroom cleaner. The second struggle switching to Norwex is just some old habits are hard to break. Like learning the Norwex, they focus a lot on the environment and saving the environment and reducing your use of paper towels and plastics, especially the single-use plastics. We try to really focus in our family on cutting down single-use plastics. Like we don't buy water bottles anymore. That's a very hard habit to break. Another hard habit was like when we got the kitchen towels. They would always use the kitchen towels to take out stuff out of the oven, and that was fine. But you can't do that with a Norwex towel because it will actually melt it and ruin it. So do not put hot things on your kitchen towels or the kitchen cloths because they will melt. So that's been a kind of a hard thing to stop my kids from doing that. The third thing is when you get Norwex and you're like me, you just want everything in that stupid catalog. And if you get everything all at one time, that's super expensive. There are ways to reduce that by becoming like a consultant for your discount, is what I did, or becoming a hostess and getting stuff for free is another way to help you get everything in the catalog. But I had to budget my Norwex stuff. Like I'd make a purchase every month, like 1 or 2 things to increase my supply, until I got to the point it's like, no, I want my discount, and I'm just gonna join and be a consultant just for the discount. The fourth topic, or this fourth struggle, is what do you do with the old products that you have? So you can throw them all away, the old stuff, all the toxic chemicals. I wouldn't suggest you giving them to your neighbors because you don't want to poison them. But I've, used these products for over 40 years to clean since I was a tot, and they work. They're not as healthy for you and not as safe. But you also don't want to waste money. So what do you do with these products? Besides toss them in the garbage. And so for me and my family, I have a hard time with that. So we just used what we had till it was all gone. And then replaced it with Norwex. Other people are like, oh, as soon as you learn something, you should just get rid of it. So that's a personal choice. I decided to use the supplies I had and use it all up and then use the Norwex. My 2 cleaning things I would suggest: you can clean your entire home with the Safe Haven 5 package, which includes the window cloth, the Enviro cloth, the cleaning paste, the dusting mitt, and the laundry detergent. With those 5 things, you can clean 95% of your house, and that will reduce 99% of the bacteria when your cloths are cared for properly. And I would recommend that toilet brush. Yep, my first 2 purchases. It works great. It's underrated. It's not very glorious to spend money on a toilet brush. But anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to see more of this, just little helpful hints or things I've learned using Norwex that could be helpful to you, just comment below and let us know. Captain, hi.